John here, getting ready to test my LEDs before I start soldering. Always a good idea. You do not want to do that and then find out it's broken. So I'm going to test them with, with an Arduino. In my repo of code with the OpenSCAD and everything else, I put a sketchbook in there. So if you open up preferences, you can re-aim from the current sketchbook you're using. Mine is right in there. The one that I downloaded, there's my copy of the repo. There's the sketchbook that's in the repo that I downloaded. Hit OK. Now close the IDE. Start it back up again. Wrong menu. There we go. And once you've done that, you can look under examples and you will find the Adafruit Neopixel library examples in there. And strand test, which is the program that we want to use, and it'll open it up in a nice small window that I can't believe anyone would ever want. And out of the gate, they'll give you the code to test 60 LEDs. So parameter 1 of this function call here, the number of pixels in the strip. We should probably set that to 300 if we have an entire strip, whole spool that we want to test. That should be 300. So I'm going to go ahead and verify the code. It's compiling. I'll make this window a little bit bigger in case it says anything. It looks like it's all good. I plugged my Arduino in already. You can hit upload. And hopefully all will go well. And voila, we can start testing our new strip.
Okay, the first thing we need to do is hook everything up. This is a 5 volt 10 amp power supply that I got on Amazon, I think. I'll put a link to this product in the description of the video. This is the negative line, which is ground. This is the positive line coming out of it, which is 5 volts. These are little 14 gauge solid core wires that I attach to this terminal block there so that I can just use these gator clips more conveniently. So I'm going to slide the power supply over there. So there's my ground and my 5 volts from the power supply. Here's the ribbon, the LED strip that I'm going to be using. I'll put most of it over there. So here we have the end. It's got two ends on it, of course. One end is the input and the other end is the output. You need to make sure you use the input end. If you look closely, there's arrows on this particular strip that all point this way. What they're referring to is the direction of the data flow. This is the input end of the cable. These wires break out. There's an extra set of power leads here that I don't need or don't want. So I'm going to bend those out of my way. Just make sure that these things don't short together or we're going to have a problem. Slide that out of the way. The black wire is the ground. The red wire is the 5 volts. When you light up this entire strip, it's going to need like 8 amps, which is why we can't just plug it into a USB line or something like that. If you only lit up 1 or 2 LEDs, I suppose, but what's the fun in that? We need to test all of them out, fire it up. This is also the power supply that I'm going to use to light up my sign when I'm all done anyway, so we want to try that out as well. Okay, so I'm going to use this Arduino. This is a Milanove. Doesn't matter. Get an Uno, R3, whatever. The Adafruit Neopixel code is what I'm running on here. And it's pretty much supported on all the Arduinos, all the standard ones anyway. Okay, so this little circuit is an Adafruit circuit on their website. They say do this. It will help dampen the voltage overshoot is the technical thing that is going on there. This is what we have is a little circuit here. This is a 10K ohm resistor connected to this black wire. This 10K ohm resistor then connects to this 330 ohm resistor here, which then connects to this yellow wire. The black wire goes to ground on your Arduino. My yellow wire here will go to pin 6, data output number 6 on the Arduino, because that's how the default configuration for the Adafruit Neopixel strip test code uses data output 6 to talk to the LED strip. Once this is done, you need to connect the ground on your Arduino, which is right here, to the ground on your main power supply, which is the black one. And you connect the middle wire of these two resistors to the data inline on your LED strip, which is this green one for me. All right, so this is all now wired up and ready to go. If we fire up the Arduino by connecting the USB back up, it'll resume running the strip test code. And I'll put the strip in view so you can see what's going on here. I think that's in view. Good. And then we power up the main power supply. We need to make sure that nothing's shorted out or moved in a weird way while I was moving stuff around here first. Power this up, and clearly the LEDs just all came on. It'll do some patterns and change colors and stuff, whatever the program is set to do. And we can look and see if all the LEDs actually light up and work, and I can see that they are. We're ready now to solder up one of the LEDs and try that out.